This westernized culture, this time of year, people do Christmas and New Year's Eve, and with that, we want to uplift you all before we go into those moments together. So to know you're not alone and we're thinking of you, and this is the best we can do for our people. I have with me multi-generational family, Coastal Wolfpack, and it's also my family, so that's why I'm in my regalia to sing with you all. And we want to bring to you the medicine of my family, starting from my mom and her husband all the way down to our tiny little babies, to bring this to your home to uplift you. And then we have our elders that also have left the comfort of their home. This is considered an essential service. We're working with a nonprofit organization to make this happen. It is essential that we do know our songs and hear them, that we hear our elders speak, that we see our children, our future generation who we're doing this for, that we celebrate with one another. And we want to do this to bring you all into a good place. Also, right now, there's something happening. There's a lining of two planets. They're coming together really close. And this has not happened in about 800 years. And right now, we're moving into a new shift in the universe. So that's a big celebration. It's a good thing to think of that, because many people are impacted by the movements of Mother Earth and the moon and so on. So we want to also acknowledge that at this time. So we're coming to you from the unceded Coast Salish territory of Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Squamish. We have our Coast Salish relatives that will soon enter in here and to sing for you, to uplift you, to feed your spirit, to feed your heart, to fill you with love, to rejuvenate your body and your mind, and to let you celebrate with us. And we're excited to do that this afternoon. With that, I'd like to welcome Coastal Wolfpack. Aichkasiyam.
It's an honor for me and my family to be here with you today to celebrate the winter solstice, to acknowledge all the cultures that we participate in. Us as Coast Salish people, we get ready to move into our longhouses and do our winter ceremonies there. That song that we entered in with was one of our paddle songs. My son, Thiethelton, composed that song. I'd like to thank my daughter, Isimu, for the opening remarks of the Winter Solstice celebration. To go along with these words of welcome, to welcome you here. You know, even though we're going through this hard time this past few months of 2020, it's so wonderful that we still get to share our culture, share our stories via the internet, to continue sharing a little bit of who we are as Musqueam people, as Coast Salish people. My family, we represent different nations throughout Coast Salish territory, but we're based here in the unceded territory of the Musqueam people, and our friends and relatives, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Tawasin, Katzie, Coquitlam, all these nations. We were considered one nation before we got introduced to that Indian Act. All those nations that I named off were different villages for gathering resources. And we're based in the greater Vancouver area. So to go along with these words of welcome and the opening remarks from Isimu, my mana, we want to share a welcome song to welcome you not only to the unceded territory of the Musqueam people and descendants of Musqueam ancestors, our friends and relatives, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and the other nations, neighboring nations. We'll share a welcome song and dance with you also. that song was called The Seven Sisters. And there's a story I'll probably share with you about it later, just to share a little bit of who we are as Musqueam people and Coast Salish people. But the title of that song is called The Seven Sisters Welcome Song. And it's another song that Cathedralton composed and gave us the okay to share it with you. Props to son Cathedralton there. Yeah, you know, when we hear visitors coming into our territory, we used to gather and meet and greet our visitors at the mouth of the river, what is called the Fraser River today, where our village of Musqueam is located today. And when we'd hear visitors coming into our territory, we used to gather as a community, meet and greet our visitors, and we would share our resources that we have to share with our relatives and friends that travel great distances, and also to come and witness a potlatch, a feast, a ceremony, naming, or whatever, you know. So honor again for me and my family to be here with you today, and really like to thank the North West Indigenous Council for asking us to be here with you to again share some stories, songs, dances, and that concludes our little first presentation. We'll be exiting with another paddle song, and enjoy the rest of your day.